give us 2 seconds to get started.
That's definitely me. Oh, you normally twitches it.
Just 2 seconds, she's getting the property set up.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Matt Brannan commentating at the Home Nations. We've got a good match here. Two lads who are friends of mine. We've got Spencer Jones of Wales, apparently, Scott Hanson of Scotland. Funnily enough, they both live in England, but never mind. Should be a good game. Two good attacking players. Spencer Jones, I've been told, is on a bit of good form at the moment. First to 6, best of 11, and we've got Spencer going to break us off first. Played against Spencer in the World Championships earlier this year when he was in the Wales team, and he played tremendously. Scott was in our Scotland team there, and he played pretty poorly, to be fair to him. Normally pretty good player. And he's nailed the ball off the break, but it's not the best break in the world. So, not sure where he's going to go with these, but he's potted a red, so if he goes yellows, you're going to have to pot one. Yellows are probably slightly edging on the best balls. doubling this red up onto his other red to cover the corner. That's what he's kind of done that, but he's a bit half-hearted. So Scott's probably going to try and tie a corner up, get himself into some kind of position, and he's managed to foul. So I haven't seen that as an option available to him, but he's done well to spot it. Spencer with 2 here is still going to be struggling to find a finish, unless he can nail a nice pot to start with. He's going to have to take the ball top right first, give himself a little bit of a shout at a finish. Is the attacking shot. He might go a little bit negative, which I think is probably a mistake. Yeah, so he's gone for the negative option. He's just going to try and cover up the pocket. Well, there we go. Shows you what I know. So he's still carrying 2, and he's actually giving himself a sniff of a finish here. Lovely Yvonne in here, twiddling her nose. Yeah, there we go. She hasn't quite finished. nicely, gently into that top left. Hopefully leave himself an angle. Yeah, he kind of wanted a bit more angle than that. He should have been a bit more, he should have been thinner on there to let the white bounce a bit further. But it's still there, opportunity still knocks. As you say, Spencer's been playing some good pool recently, so there's every chance he's going to take these out. He might have to elect to go cushion first on this pot. The one angle he's got there, difficult to see if he can squeeze it up. He's happy. Yeah, he can't squeeze it up, so yeah, that's kind of okay. I think he's going to take the bottom right. He's done up a bit for taking the middle, but in behind is only difficult. You know? He's got a rail wall, but that shouldn't present too many problems to him. Just drop this in. He's got the middle, let the white run a touch, and he leaves the bottom right after this. He's played that and he's left himself far too much on a bit of tension on his arm there. He's still okay, but I think he's going to have to stun it on and off and probably play down for his cushion ball legs rather than the one he wanted bottom left. I don't think he can hold bottom left unless he can screw on and off into the red. So he needs to be a little bit careful here. He's a bit of a rough shot. Has he got far enough? Different angle you're showing me. Yeah, he's not quite gone far enough there, so if he's carrying on with his finish, he's going to have to go for the swerve. And he'll not be happy with himself there. He's going to play a touch of right hand side and try and swerve around that and pop that and continue with the finish. It's his only choice, and it's a fairly safe shot if he gets anywhere near. Yeah. Right, Scott Hansen, let's see what you have got made. Spencer's actually left him in really to play a nice tactical shot. He's decided to leave Spencer in. He's left him dead on. Which, I mean, that's I'm going to tell you now, that is not a good shot. He's left it on. The yellow isn't on the cushion at all, it's slightly off, so unless he lands absolutely dead plumb, he's going to have an angle to get the white away for the black cut in the middle. So he should really play this, you know, fairly confident and make sure he's got an angle on this last ball. If he drifts it in and leaves himself straight, oh, he's left some more angle than he wanted. A lot more angle than he wanted. So the choice here is back into the red, but that's what he's eyeing up. He's looking at the cut and holding the white on the red. Fraught with danger. If he misses the contact with the red, he's in trouble. And he has by some margin. He's been fortunate to leave himself a shot at him. So we'll see how good Spencer's skill arm is now. From the cushion, just off full length of the table. Alright Spencer, let's see how good your arm is now. He's just setting himself on the shot. Got the referee walking in front of me, he's wondering what's going on. I can't see his face, but I can imagine his expression. He's thinking, are you having a laugh? We've got wandering referees here in the Home Nations, so that's the kind of thing you're going to have to just deal with. So let's see, Spencer, what have we got? Oh, he's got that. Now then, Scott. If you ever wanted a pull-on opportunity to cover your opponent in population base, this is it. He's looking at the top right, playing with an element. Oh no, he's skinning that ball there. Fudge. I mean, that is so negative when you've got a finish. He's got the total, I believe. If he hasn't got the total, he's actually giving the radar for black in. I think he's gone off the rail back into it. Which is fair. But he's left Scott like miles on the table to play into to safe. Now the right will shot here is to play over the table. That's it. He can go gay, but he can play in such a way that it's fairly safe. But he's played that. He's not left himself as a young. Which can he pump it enough for pushing? He's pumped it enough for pushing. He's been a little bit raggedy getting there on that red in the middle. He can still go, and he should still go. Make sure you get your white throw on this Scott and you're laughing. Yeah, nice confident shot. Nice shot. So this is fairly straightforward because if you can get yourself nicely onto the drop in the middle, his ball down the cushion is easy, isn't it? Yeah, so that's all right. I think I'd have gone a slightly different way. I'd have gone the ball by the black first, but yeah. So he's nice. He's gonna pump the middle in, screw back, leaves a nice easy ball down the rail last. Yeah, nice shot. Nice and competently played. And absolutely plumb on the black. So simple black for 1-all. And there she blows. I've got a feeling this match isn't going to last very long. Yvonne's back in the room. She can't leave me alone, honestly, it's embarrassing at times. Spencer to break. Nice solid break, he's got a ball. And they are on again. They are on yet again. So, realistically, Spencer should be taking these out. On the face of it, I think reds are probably the best balls because there's none on the cushion, but there's a little bit of an ugly plant to contend with. And the 3 balls on the left hand side of the table, you have to work around the back of them. But he's going to go reds anyway, which is the right choice. So he's screwing around the back of those 3 reds there, nicely in position. Nicely in position. His plant is the only shot that's going to give him any issues. Because his second ball of the plant's running away from the pocket. So he needs to kind of be on that fairly soon to take that risk away. And the way he's going about this, I mean, he could play it the next shot after this, but to do so, he's probably going to run towards the black and potentially knock it a bit ugly. Yeah, he's pointing there as if that white's going to go right towards that black. He definitely doesn't want to put that on the cushion. I think he's realised how ugly that shot is. Yeah, so he's got the pot and he has to take the plant next, but realistically he has to take it with pace to make sure the second red comes open. He could kind of drop it with a bit of a stun, but he's then accepting that his second ball of the plant is going onto the cushion, so I think they're playing it with pace is the better shot. And get the red open. Stun the white on and off the cushion, leave yourself nicely on the middle. You're hoping that your second red is going towards that left hand cushion, and it has. And he's pretty plumb there. I don't know if the red goes past the yellow bottom left, but it doesn't really matter because he can drop middle and screw on and off the cushion for bottom right on his last ball, which I think is the way he's going to have to go. And a black's a dolly in the middle. The right shot here is drop the middle, leave till half ball cut to the bottom right, screw on and off black in the middle. That is unless the red goes to the bottom left. And he's looking at it, he's contemplating it. But he should really not worry too much about that because the other option's pretty straightforward. Just don't want to leave yourself, you want to make sure you leave yourself nice queuing on that ball to the bottom right so you can get a nice bit of screw back on it, on and off the cushion. It's just a gentle, he's maybe going to try and squeeze, he squeezed a nice angle out of that, but he's probably squeezed too much. Which, you know, if he'd thought about it, he didn't need to get anywhere near, he didn't even need to be straight on that, because screwing on and off was going to be sweet. So depending on his angle, he might opt to pop bottom right and screw up and down to get black in the middle. He's slightly annoyed with himself there, and rightly so, to be fair. Spencer is the proprietor of Spencer's Bar in Great Yarmouth, so he's got plenty of time to practice, and I think that practice in general is paying off. Good play. So he's going to screw up and down. Oh, he's resigned himself to a double on the black. Which, it should be fairly procedural, and he has abused it. So, Scott's got some thinking to do, particularly because he has two cushion balls, so he's going to go safe in behind his second yellow here. Yeah, nice little shot there. It probably won't get him a lot of advantage because I don't think Spencer will go for getting out of this snooker. I think Spencer will go for the DF and just force Scott onto one. Oh, he is going out of it. Wow. I'm not convinced that's the right shot. He's got a hit. He's got a hit. And he's keeping the pressure on Scott. So for me, the best shot for Scott is top right ball, thin off it, in behind. That's the one. That's the shot. Because even if he doesn't get the snooker, he's not leaving a great shot on the black. He's going to pot a ball before he does that, and I think that's an error. Wow. Well, he's probably going to play the snooker here. I don't think there's any need to go that particular route. He's got a nice snooker, but again, Spencer has the opportunity just to touch up and leave him no opening attacking shot. So he's going to touch that, just feather it, yeah, and that was the error of Scott's first shot. He should have played that. He should have played that snooker on his first shot, because Spencer couldn't have done that because of the ball that was available to top left. So he's just going to try and work out how he can play an opening shot here and get back to a snooker position. He might go for a random back heel to the middle, I suppose, is an option. It's an ugly option. Not great. However, you can go pot to the middle, leave yourself half ball, bottom left, screwing in to the split. Would probably be the best option. I think that's what he's eyeing up. Run it through a few inches, that's it. So he's kind of good position to screw off this and trying to get into the split on at least one of his cushion balls. Which, if he played it with more commitment, would have been even better. However, it's come out pretty good. So you can drop this, leave yourself an angle back up to the middle. Yeah, nice shot, mate. Just natural ball pot here, get yourself straight or slightly past straight on there. That's where he's lining up. So he's got a nice easy drop for his last ball. He's left himself far too much angle, really. I mean, he's just going to drop it, but he wanted to be keeping close to his work, or closer than that. Should be all right here. It's just a natural ball pot. Just trundle it in straight for the black in the middle, and he hasn't even bothered trying potting it. And he's tapping the table because he's thinking that was rubbish, and I'm thinking most of the observers will agree. These two have obviously been mates for a while, and he's going to give each other a frame. They had a nice friendly pat on his back there. Thanks, Scott. Thanks for that easy frame. So we are at the Home Nations in the Britannia Hotel in Stockport. This is the first round of the men's singles. The scoreboard is incorrect, showing Scott Anderson being 2-1 up, but it should be Spencer Jones 2-1 up. And Scott's giving it a right good clatter there, hasn't he? A right good smash there. And there is no doubt in my mind Scott is clearing these up. He can't not, can he? It's like joining the dots, isn't it? So he's going to go yellows. Take the middle pocket. He doesn't want to nudge his other yellow pad, and he's played that really, really nicely. That's a good shot. Just needs to think a little bit. There's an easy sequence. There's easy pattern of balls here. Just drop this gently. Yeah. And again, another gentle drop to the middle. Leave yourself bottom left next. He would like to be more straight, but he isn't, so there we go. So he's alright here, just a trundle this through, let the white run out, touch it, unless he goes for a stone. I think I'd like to let the white run. He's played that well though, nice and controlled, he's dropping his, he needs to make sure his angle on his next shot's right, to get onto his last ball. Which is what he's sizing up now. Yeah, so he's decided to go bottom right. Yeah, that's as good as it can be, isn't it? Because you're going to trundle this through, get yourself 3-4 inches through, yeah. Perfect. I think he's on the angle to screw back for the same pocket for the black. Perfect. And there we are. There's technically intends to cover each other in man fat. Nothing Spencer can do about that. Scott broke well and just give himself a basic opportunity to empty himself on him. So the score is 2-all. Despite the fact it says 2-1 to Scotland, he's just won that frame, it is actually 2-all. Right, Spencer, let's see those big guns fire at this. Well, he's giving you a good clatter, but he's been unrewarded again. Now, if those reds are a punt to the middle that he's closest to, this could be another frame going away. If that isn't the plant, then the first shot on reds is a little bit more ugly. So you need to be careful of the unintentional squeeze here, and he's played it nicely. Yeah, good shot. Ran it slightly too far. Shouldn't be a problem. You can still drop the middle, bounce on and off, leave it still bottom left. A bit of a flow player is Scott, so he'll just get down and do it. Alright, he's going there. I'm not convinced that's the right shot, but he's gone a bit random and put the black horrible. Completely not the right shot. And he's kind of feeling obliged to keep pumping here. Right, I think Scott's going to end up in trouble here, particularly with the black being tied up. There's lots of options on the yellows. He could play the yellow in front of the red, bottom right. He could play the ball towards the middle pocket and leave the red on the cushion on the right hand side, and the yellow hanging. One thing I can tell you for certain, he's not long game. So he's opting for the cover up, I think, here. He's not playing that well. So Scott's just going to try and bag up here, which is a nice shot of. So Spencer's looking at the table and thinking, why does God hate me? There's not many options, is there, that are productive. Gonna try and put the red pad. Oh my word. Oh my word. These two have obviously been mates for quite some time. Now, if Scott's got any attacking bones in his body, he's just going to pop bottom left, then open his red up. But he's going top left. Or is he going middle? Well, it's bad to tell he was that far away. And he's not left himself a shot. His next shot he wanted to just open up the corner ball. So he's a bit spewing, and he's touched the yellow and admitted to it. Now, fair play to Scott. Spencer's got two. No free ball on these rails. His best shot is probably yellow onto yellow bottom right. Make sure the second yellow runs through to cover the bag. He's going to go all out attack and take middle bag, run down. Got a nice little angle there, but there's a lot of work to do here to get this finish. Really sure that he's given that appropriate thought, because it's all going to go a little bit random here. So we're going top left, and he has, I'd like to say he played that well, but I think that wouldn't be truthful. All a little bit random at the moment. I mean, to be fair, if he gets the finish from here, we'll give him the frame, won't we? He's keeping attacking though. Fair play to him. He's keeping attacking. Wow. He was very, very unlucky there. He's played a nice shot to open that pocket up, but he was hoping to get a split on his 2 balls left hand side. So there is an option here. You can put bottom right and then play the yellow as a double into the black and yellow and split his other ball at the same time on his next shot, which I think is what he's looked at. So he's just going to drop this in and then he's going to take a split with his free shot. Not the biggest fan in the world of that one. For me, he should have just left himself low and opened all 4 balls up with 1 shot. Now he's got a cross double, but he's only splitting 1 ball while he's doubling it, and if he doesn't get the double, he's dead in the water. Right, Spence, what you got, buddy? Oh, he's going splitting. Yeah, which was adventurous. It would have been less adventurous if he got himself a good position on his only other tight ball, and he hasn't. So it's kind of pushing the boat out here, but it's pushing it out into a dry dock. Yeah, I mean, if you look at where those reds are there, you're thinking, happy days. I mean, because you're not expecting these yellows to get put away, are you? Oh, he's giving that cue a bit of savageness there. If he's still thinking about going game, his best option is to drop as dead weight as he possibly can the bottom right yellow to hold for the middle right yellow and get behind his last yellow. I mean, it's just random. So he's going to go the big shot to the blind pocket top right. If he can hold it, happy days. I'll tell you what though, Spencer, pack it in. Nice pot, mate. So he's got a nice half ball up and down off the cushion, leave himself a simple screw shot onto the black glass ball. He needs to make sure he leaves himself an angle of some description here, and he has. That's good. That's good. It's a nice solid stun really is all you need. You don't want to screw too hard because you've got options of being horrible with the red on the bottom left. So it's a nice solid stun. Yeah, good shot, great shot. There we go. Scott will be annoyed with himself there because he definitely had opportunities and failed to maximise them. You can see when he's racking them there, the balls are slightly spreading, he was lifting the triangle, so he's just getting there nice and tight. And away we go. Right, Scott, breaking dish with your last break, so let's see if you can do it again, kid. Nice solid break. Needs a ball, got a ball, and again, opportunity knocks, doesn't it? Reds are definitely in the ascendancy here. pretty straightforward, I would have thought. If you can get this first ball and hold for the middle, he's happy. Yeah, nice. Yeah, straightforward. So he's just going to knock the one middle left, screw back to be straight on bottom left, and then it's straightforward because I think that black, if the black goes middle right, he's absolutely laughing. And when he's looking, is he looking for a bit of movement? I don't think he needs it like. Wow. That wasn't the most attacking shot in the world, but it's given Spencer an opportunity to make a bit of a mess of this team, which is grasped with both hands. So if red goes middle left, he still has a chance of attacking this frame. So you're going to try and cut this red to bounce in front of the other yellow. Yeah, I've seen better shots, to be fair. Well, the options on yellows aren't immediately obvious, but it's a bad shot by Scott. You should have that red in front there. I think if he opts for the DF here, you're effectively saying to Scott, I don't think you're very good, and that isn't the case. There for its bottom right ball, but it's very ugly, is that? So we're going to try and cut this in the middle. We're going to touch it left hand side, get back down the table a bit, and give himself some options. Oh dear, he didn't get any side on there at all, so he snookered himself. Definitely run out of options on red. Sorry, on yellows he is. So he's totally serious. He's come off one cushion. Yeah, not great. He's decided he's going to go aggressive again. Playing tight, forced him on the ball by the black to make sure he hasn't left him a total circle. So Spencer needs to hit a cushion. Oh, if you can see that ball, that's a bad shot by Scott. Well, he could see that ball. He's actually played not a bad shot. Yeah, not a bad shot at all, Spencer. Total circuit. Bit of side just to get a nice little touch on there. Yeah, that's fair enough. Now if Scott can afford to dolly the yellow on the back, because it's going to just invite the DF and leave the white ugly. Does actually have a sniff of a finish here, so you can drop middle right to leave middle left to leave middle right again. That's what he's looking at. He really wants to drop this fairly dead weight to leave himself as straight as he can on the middle left. He does need to be careful here, because if he doesn't play this right, Scott is definitely having a finish on. not sure what he's looking at there. For me, the shot is the drop, dead weight, middle right. He's looking at something different here. Yeah. Not convinced that's the best shot. There's lots of options Scott has. He can just open his ball up and stun the white to the yellow. That's it. Oh, that's what he's opted for. Spencer going to obviously try and obstruct the red to the corner. He's going to play thin off this yellow. Make sure the yellow's left in the way of the red. Yeah, that's fair enough. I'm not sure if it's enough in the way of the red. So Scott has top right he can play pretty safely. Let his white run down the table. I think that red will go off that yellow. Oh, he's cutting it now. That's horrific. That was horrific, Scott. Kind of rushed, for me, he rushed into that shot, and it was a poor selection. Still, Spencer needs to be careful because the yellows aren't immediately attackable, are they? Having a good think about it. I mean, there's lots of different things you can play with world rules, but he just opted for a bit of safety, and that's a good shot. Now Scott can play thin off the red and backheel the yellow into a horrible position. Alternatively, you could just say, Spencer, I don't think you're very good. Just play the direct DF. And take the white to a safe position. So he's come off the cushion to his corner ball. He didn't want to pot it really. He really didn't want to pot that. And now he's chasing. But he's played a nice shot there. Played a nice containing safety shot there. He preferred the yellow to be behind the red, but it's not the worst result in the world, is it? Spencer going to put another ball to the top right, which is the correct shot. Oh, yeah. That wasn't the correct shot. So Scott's going to try and put a red potable to the corner, which he's achieved, but in doing so he has left it open. Spencer's going to gladly welcome this opportunity. And that's good enough, isn't it? That's good enough. So Reds are struggling for anything constructive to do. Not sure what he's looking at there, but he needs to be very careful because all the yellows are potable very easily. I don't know if he's looking at skinning the red and trying to kick the yellow, but that just doesn't seem to work for me. So, right. I think Spencer's just going to go for these, and I think he's probably going to get them. One nice shot here to the corner. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this shot. I think attack was the best option. Yeah, I definitely think attack was the best option there. Scott's options are limited, but you can still play a defensive shot. You can just play a cover up on the yellow. And he hasn't got it. He hasn't got it, and he's left the yellow wide open for Spencer to attack, if he so wishes. So he's looking there to see if the yellow's covered the corner, and he is covering the corner enough that he can take a free shot on this. Oh, he's looking at cannoning that off there. That's just like random. He might, for me, he might as well go game with clean pots. He's effectively got a free shot at the table here, if the yellow's covering bottom right. He's determined to look at that, skinning the yellow off the red. If he gets it, it's a lovely shot, but he didn't, and it wasn't. So if Scott can squeeze that red slightly into the yellow here, he doesn't want him playing it hard. Wow. Have yourself 2 shots, Spence. Me and you have been mates for a while, you might as well have yourself 2 shots, buddy. In fairness, that's it's not the worst shot I've ever seen, but it's in the top 3. And Spence slightly got away with that because he didn't play the cannon back into that yellow. But this is as straightforward as you could possibly want it. Just needs to make sure he gets nicely on his corner ball next. So he's pulling it back. He's either pulling it back 8 inch or he's letting it run 2 inch. He might even opt for the top right first, which isn't the worst option in the world, because he'll kick the red out of the way. He's worried about ugliness happening when he pots that top right, and I think he doesn't need to, particularly if he played it now. Still carrying 2, so it should be pretty straightforward, really. I'm suggesting bottom right is the ball to play right now. You might even run through to get the plant yellow on the yellow, which isn't a bad option, but you always have the opportunity to see he's going to have to play the bottom right clean rather than the plant, which I think he was playing for the plant. And now the ugliness of his situation is more apparent. So his white's going to run off the red and has the potential of going behind the other red. So he's going to have to just play it a little bit more firm than he would like, to make sure that the white isn't obstructed after this shot. Here we go. Frame hinges on this shot. Yeah. He's played it okay, but he has left. You know, he's not nice on this yellow, is he? His white's running down the table. So he's looking at like stunning the white past the red, up and down, which is just horrible, isn't it? Great if you get it right, but there's a lack of control element to this shot. Good think about it. If you could drop it in dead weight and guarantee he's not soaking himself behind the red, that's the shot. Usually 2 on the black. Simple up and down layoff for the double. And you might be looking at smashing it and going up and down. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So his choice now is to lay off the double, which I think is the shot, without a doubt. The only risk is you underhit it, and you leave yourself unable to put it in the top right, for example. Ideally, he's going to lay it off nice and close to the middle pocket. Yeah, that works. That works. This is going to be 4-2 to Spencer. Boom. Scott will be annoyed with himself there, won't he? No doubt at all. Early chance, spurned through wrong shot selection. First to 6, Spencer 4-2 up. Nice solid break, and I've seen better rewards, but yellows are massively in control. He's obviously going to nominate yellows. He's probably going to take his plant to the bottom left as we look at it first shot. If he gets that, the frame is over. Right, so he's going yellows. He's taking a slightly more defensive route, which is fair enough. You know, I mean, the table for reds is horrific, isn't it? He's nailed that pot there. I mean, I don't know what he's going to do with those 2 reds at Oakley. He could take a double on one of them now. To the pocket he's just potted to. Other than that, I don't think. I just don't see there's any great options. He's trying to get in behind him now, is he? He is. And, well, if ever you wanted a situation that was going to make you spew in your mouth, this is it. So he's trying to take the pot to the bottom right as we look and split his other ball. Missed the split, missed the pot. It's made Spencer think about this. So Spencer can take, this is what he's looking at. He's looking at the plant, bottom left. If he doesn't get it, he knows he leaves Scott a chance, because that ball, solo ball that's died on the bottom corner. Oh, he's played a nice shot there. That's a nice shot. So the yellows are in bed here, aren't they? Just as easy as you could possibly have them, like. He just wants to make sure he leaves some angle on the next ball, and then he can't go wrong. I'll be going bottom right first here. You go bottom right first here, really, because your next ball you're taking, the ball he's just potted there was offering you the perfect line to land on the line of the black. So now he's pace related, and it's straightforward enough, so he's got it. Happy days. 5-2. Scott's rushed into the table, hating his life. Getting smothered in Spencer's gadgy goo in front of the whole nation. It's got to be lucky to be able to see a ball here because his eyelids are glued together. Here we go. Nice break again. Scott's got a lovely solid break. He has been massively unrewarded yet again. So the finish is just horrific on either set of balls you decide, unless he thinks he can screw bottom left red and split his bad red. His position in doing so is pretty random, like. So it seems to me he's going to go reds, and he's having a good old dabble at it, smack that in, yeah, back across, left at an angle. So he's alive, and he's got an angle for a split on his only bad ball, which he's obviously going to go into now. And he's targeted that really well, hasn't he? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Scott Anderson. You need to get yourself the right angle here. You need to think about where he's putting his white here. That is not bad. I think he can stun up into the gap. Needs a simple screw up on his last ball to get back to the black in the middle. Yeah, he's got his hand nicely on the cloth. It's all about the pot. Doesn't need to get hugely up the table. But he does need to pot the ball. That's always one of the key criteria when you go for a pot. He's actually getting it. So at 5-2, Spencer's thinking, I can't lose here if I don't make a simple error. Yeah, I think this is the right shot. Get one of these two out of the way. Then just play a nice simple fudge. He probably, I don't know whether he's going to go for this or whether he'll just lay the ball up to the corner, to be honest. The lay up to the corner slightly opens the door if he doesn't get it. But he has got it. Oh, no, it's sat. So it has left Scott a little bit of a glimmer. So he's going to go long double. His white is going to be proper random. Right, so Scott's lost this frame. He's been a little bit fortunate. He's kind of forcing Spence to pot his corner ball, but that's, you know, that's not the worst position in the world to be in, is it? I'd rather be on yellows than reds right now. I'm not sure if he thinks he can play this simple snooker behind the first yellow. But for me, he doesn't need to worry about that. He'd just take them out. He's concerning himself too much with how he gets safe instead of thinking about how do I take the finish. Oh, he thinks he can get this. Yeah, he's played that nicely. Good shot, Spence. And Scott is now thinking FML. Simple as. If I get a random back heel here, I'm laughing. And there you go. So that's it. Match is over. They've enjoyed being commentated on, I can tell. Thank you very much. This has been the real #1 commentator, Matt Brandon, and Scott's loving life. See you later.
Actually, if you give me two and he just gives me two.